Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sylvia and my channel is all about art and craft. Now, this is part 2 of this particular card making tutorial. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, I'll leave a link up the top there in the information section in the corner, so that you can check that out first before we go on to this one. And yeah, hopefully you get to enjoy this, and be sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, if you want to see more card making tutorials or any other tutorials, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. So let's get stuck right into it. The painting itself, which is just some acrylic paper, and I did the whole painting in acrylics, and you can watch the video. It is 163 millimeters wide and 115 millimeters in height. Now originally it was a little bit bigger, but because I taped it down, I ended up cutting it off, and that was the outcome of that. You're also going to need some cardstock, which is 175 millimeters wide by 148 millimeters wide. Now, what I've actually done, and I wasn't going to do a tutorial on it, however, I'll decorated the inside as well with the few stamps that I had, and I was just mixing stamps up. Like those 3 stamps here, actually hang on, no. The Thinking of You and those 3 are from one stamp set, and then I took this one out from a different one. So you can mix and match. So I've got that. Then I've got a little piece of scrap. Now I didn't actually measure it, so we'll better measure it so you know the size that we've got. 112 millimeters by 20 millimeters. And then on my little piece of fun foam, what I actually did is I separated the happy birthday so that I can do a very special one. Then I've got a little number 5 and TH as well. So the first thing that we're going to do is grab our stamping block, and we'll grab the happy, and I'm going to line it up with the grid just so that I can sort of have it straight. And I'm going to put this bit of cardstock onto my fun foam, and that basically just helps with getting a nice imprint. And then I'm going to grab my archival ink. You can use any ink you've got. You don't have to use archival. And we'll moisten that up. Take off any of the excess because we don't want any mishaps. And we're kind of going to make that reasonably straight. We'll press down on it and lift it up. So we'll just try and do the 5 again. Try and line it up. Press it down. Lift it up. So I'm actually going to put it up a little. Like so. Now I must have actually sort of moved a little bit when I did those, but that's all right. I'm actually trying to do this really quick. So it's a nice quick video. And then going to put that down about there. And I'm probably going to cut off a little bit because I'm not in the center. It's a little crooked. You get that? Not much I can do about it. I don't have, you know, one of the misty stamps or anything like that, which would have been perfect in order to get it all lined up properly. However, he knows I'm a little bit crooked at times. He'll probably go, what? So keep an eye on the comments. He'll comment, I'm sure. Although now that I mention it, he'll probably won't. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the scissors and just cut it off a bit. And I'm just going to take a little bit off the corners. Like so. Now, I'm actually going to quickly go and grab something, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so what I've grabbed is a watercolour pencil, and this one is just a medium yellow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour it in. Like so. And now I'm going to use my water brush. I'm just going to wet it down. And then we're just going to let it dry. And then we'll do more to it once it's all dried up. There we go. So we'll move that over to one side. Put the lid back on this. Okay, so we'll grab a card. And what we're going to do, and I've already got some strong double-sided tape on the back of this. When you work with paints, because the paper has a tendency to warp, you actually do want to use really strong double-sided tape so that we can make sure it sticks down flat and won't lift up. And what we're going to do is I'll take these center ones off first. I just think it's kind of a pretty cool idea, you know, as card makers, like being able to, you know, capture the moment the person looks at the card that you've made for them, especially when you put your heart and soul into it, like I did with this one. So, okay, so I'm going to put it right about there, apparently. There we go. So I've got that down. And as you can see, it's sticking nice and flat. Now, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to, actually no, I won't use the gold because I know it doesn't work too well. We'll use some Memento black ink, and I'm just going to go around the edges of the card. Like so. And And we'll keep that out because we're going to end up using it again in a minute for this bit. So I'm just going to move the card up a little bit. Now I'm still trying to decide whether to just have it down or pop it up a little bit. And yeah, we'll work on that. Here I've got like a grey glitter pen or silver glitter pen, and it literally comes out like a silver metallic, which is kind of cool. Maybe it is a silver metallic and I'll put it under the glitter, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to use that to give the lettering a little bit of a dimension. It's actually kind of tricky. However, we can do it. So what I might do is I'll quickly do this off camera, and then once I've done that, I'll come back. Here we go. So we've got all that done. See? Just gives it a little bit of something. And then I'm going to grab this. And add some around the edges. It kind of gives it a little bit of a sort of an aged look, really. So I reckon that's pretty cool. Now, what I'm going to do, because that's what I've decided, is I'm going to use some double-sided tape. Foam tape, that is. I'm just going to put it smack into the centre. So I'm going to cut some off. Like so. And stick that on. Take it off. Come on. Give it to me, please. Okay. Now what I'm actually thinking of doing, although I've left a great big gap there, I actually want to put it sort of in a bit of an angle, like so. There we go. And there you have it. One gorgeous looking card for somebody that's very special to me. Now, just kind of looking at it, I'm actually thinking I might put a few little highlights onto it with a gel pen. So I'm going to grab my gel pen and a bit of scrap paper just to make sure it's working. And I'm just going to put just little areas here and there. I think that will do it. I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel and you haven't already done so, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you get notified when I put more videos up. Until next week, I hope you have an awesome weekend and an awesome week, and we will see you next week with another awesome tutorial. Bye for now.